Streets of Brooklyn, we was rocking the same funky fresh rhymes with a comic book scene. Indie comic books, our obsession grew from Marvel to DC. We knew what to do, we were the kings. Flipping through those pages, superheroes and villains, they were our saviors. From Spider-Man to Watchmen, we had it all. Comic book collectors, then and tall. We're the comic book kings, rocking the hip-hop scene. Flipping through the pages, living our dreams. From indie comic books to the mainstream. We're the comic book kings, it's our reign.
This joke's on you, Riddler.
When's a donkey spelled with one letter? When it's you!
A Trojan mammoth? Get them, boys. Get them, or it's curtains!
Back, Batman, back!
If this gas ignites, it'll blow you to kingdom come, you venal viper.
Batman and Robin, courageous warriors against crime, they are off once again to the rescue.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
Hello, everyone. Let's go. Hey, folks. Hello, everyone. Greetings and salutations. I'm Lorenzo. This is my comic son, Surcam Stances, a.k.a. Marcus. And we're here as we are every week to bring you fun stuff for an hour and a half or so, depending on how long we can stick around. And that's always brought to you by the Alternative City Shop. Please check out our link down below if you'd like to buy some cool stuff, because we got plenty of it.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Hey!
We forgot that last week, huh?
I did. I forgot a lot of stuff last week. I was just a little rusty.
There's something so nice about fondling your comic books. Anybody feel me on that? It's just...
Literally. I feel you.
It feels so good. It feels so good in your hand, guys, doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
Like a pair of tits. You know
what I mean? You just had to take it there, didn't you? You just had to go.
Yeah. Comic books are like tits, you know?
Oh, I know.
They feel way better in your hand. You can have it if she wants it.
Of course. We wouldn't have it any other way, my friend.
I'm excited. Happy new comic book day. I love this silly thing that we do.
I do too as well. It's so much fun.
FOC and chill last night was great. I actually ended the stream a little early. We sat backstage for an hour afterwards chatting, and
Wow.
yeah, and one thing that we talked about that I just find fascinating. I'm really interested in the subject of comic book variants. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see in the highlights of my reels, there's a part 1 and a part 2. Part 1 is a clip with Comic Tom talking about variants, high ratio variants, and how they allow comic book sellers to cater to a diversified socioeconomic customer base, if you will. So they got stuff for the rich people, they got the stuff for the poor people. However much money you're trying to spend, they got something for you. And that's something that incentive variants, all these variants allow. And it's something that I come to realize the longer I've been in this game is that, and it's something that Beckerman talked about. We talked about how we don't have common experiences anymore. For example, in the 90s during the Extreme era with WWE, you'd get 33 million people watching wrestling, and it was just dominating, right? Whereas now a successful wrestling company gets 3 million viewers, quite a bit less than the 33 million it got at the height. And I think that's the same thing that's going on in comic books, whereas there used to be a lot more customers buying comic books. Now there's a lot less. So what do you do when you have less customers is you sell more books to the people who are buying them. And that's what is going on. So we complain about all these variants all the time, but these variants are what's propping up this entire industry, because there used to be 33 million and now there's 3 million, and obviously those aren't the numbers, but I'm saying that we're so broken up now in our entertainment choices because we have so many different things, different directions that we can go, that we're all fighting for a smaller piece of the pie as a result of it. And comic books are no different. So while we hate all these variants, it's no different from a bunch of different toothpaste at the store, right? You choose one, you don't have to buy all of them.
Mm-hmm. So was Tom saying the 1 for 50s and the 1 for 100s and so forth are for the upper end collectors?
Yes. And that's true. Like there's some people who are trying to just get in and get out, and there's some people who want to spend a bunch of money. Like I'm not at the high end of collecting, but I would say I'm at a higher end. Like if I go to my shop and I'm like, I did it today, actually. If I go to my shop and my bill's only $50, then I'm going to add stuff to it to push it closer to 100, just as an effort to support my shop. I'm trying to spend money here, That's what I'm doing. But there's other people who are not trying to do that. They're just trying to get what they want and get out. There's people who are trying to buy more, but in order to be successful in this business, you got to sell to all levels of those people. And you do that with a variance. And that's something that I've come to realize, and that we got to stop being mad about variants, because variants are propping this entire industry up. Why would you sell me one copy of Something Is Killing the Children when my dumbass will buy 10? And I will buy 10 of them. And that's the game that we're playing now. Less people buying, so the people who are buying got to buy more. And that's why these modern books that I'm buying, they're not going to be worth what I paid for them in 6 months. They're just not. None of them are. And I know that as I do it, but I also understand that I'm propping up this industry, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm going to prop it up a little bit less. I've started to reduce my intake from online purchases. My unboxings are going to like really be not worth even filming, because my next my last couple of my comic shop orders are going to be like maybe 10 books, 10, 12 books maybe, and that's the way going forward it's going to be. I'm buying a lot less online stuff right now, and I'm still buying my variants. I'm still supporting indie comics and stuff, but I'm just not buying everything. There was one point when I was just buying everything. Oh, this is a new book. Now I'm just using my intuition to say, like, okay, this looks like it could be something here. And so I'm going to pre-order that book, and I'm going to sub to it from my local comic shop, and I'm going to go through there and browse and see what they got for sale, and just support them that way. So this way I'm spending less speculative money and only buying stuff that I really, really want. That makes any sense.
Don't speculate on modern books, guys.
I was at one point, but I've realized that now, you know what? Just because I get this, I get a feeling. I'm not saying, well, I'm a little bit psychic, but I do get intuitions that this is going to be good, and sometimes I'm right about it. And usually, if I am right about it, it's a book that I love anyway, so it's a win-win. Either if it's popular, great. If not, I liked it and I felt good about it, so great also. So.
That's what it's about for me. Like, I buy a bunch of books, not because I think it's going to be worth a lot, just because I'm excited about it and I love it. Great example of that recently, Gromit. We both talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
New book, Image Comics, talking about 80s culture, 80s skater culture. Great art, great book, nostalgia all over this thing. And I bought 2 copies of all the first issue because I was just super excited about it. I had no idea it was going to be popular. But then turn around and the 1 in 10 is going for 100, 120 bucks on eBay now. And I bought the thing for $7. So I hit a big win there, but not because I was speculating. I was just going to where I loved, you know. And the problem with doing that, though, is that when you do get that book, you're like, I don't want to sell it, dude. I could make a bunch of money off it, but I don't want to because I want to keep this. I bought 2 of them because I loved it, not because I wanted to sell it.
Yeah, I know. Even when you have 2, you kind of don't want to sell it because it's, I still love it. Yeah.
I got that's that Beckerman streak in you, right? And it's like you just keep precious. All right, let's get to the chat though. We got the lovely Miss Janet in the house, so we're gonna be okay tonight. Janet is here. End of Zed
Always.
is in the house. The man, the myth, the legend. What's up? I guess I don't know of it. I'm just assuming. But what
Must
up,
be a
Zed?
legend.
We got James Lang in the house. What up, James? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. My flavored whiskey brother. My flavored whiskey brother, 80s guy, is here. What up, 80s guy? Thanks for coming through. Larry Love has joined us once again, also known as
Larry Love. You are the man, my friend.
What up, Larry? Thanks for coming through tonight. Always a pleasure. My brother Beckerman is here. Thanks for joining us, Beckerman. Always good to see you. Even though you've been known to spread vicious lies about me, I still love you, brother. Good to see you, Beckerman. My homie Fatty Boom Batty. The PNW is in the building. What up, John?
Hey, that's my main man. What's happening?
The PNW is always representing around here.
I know, right?
What up, Stout? We got Geek Out with Roscoe. What's up, Roscoe? Thanks for coming through. We've also got the homie Rude. Check Rude out on Tuesday nights with Paul and the 619 and his amazing friends. A great show that runs into my FOC and Chill show, but that's okay. We're all friends here, so check them out on Tuesday nights.
Smoke weed every day.
And yes, of course.
Rude? Good to see you, my man. Who else we got in here? We've got, actually, I posted the cbcawards.org. We are once again campaigning for Lorenzo to get on that review stage, best review channel. So that means we got to do our work. Get over to that link, cbcawards.org. Make sure you get your nominations in. Support Lorenzo. Make sure he's up there for the 4th year in a row, at least 3rd, might be 4th year in a row. So make sure we do that. And hey, I've always promoted the CBC Awards, but I've never actually promoted myself. But this year I'm being selfish. I want to get on that.
You should absolutely be selfish.
FOC is best ongoing series, subs 0 to 1 or 999 subs. If you could plug FOC and Chill in there, I'd be ever so grateful. I don't care if I win. I just want to be a finalist for the first time, guys. I just want to be a finals for the first time. Let me get in there. Who else we got in here tonight? Let's see. We got Trev, the shipping guru.
Hey, here. Trev. Go Chiefs. What's the little saying you guys have?
Hala Chiefs y nada más. That's actually a Real Madrid saying, but I stole it. It's really Hala Madrid y nada más. But I like to say Chiefs.
I would have sworn it was created by Marcus himself. I would never have known.
That's how I want it. Beckerman thinks that I may be holding my books differently than him, and if he is, he's holding them wrong. I'll teach you how, Beckerman. Don't worry.
Oh, shit.
That soon. Who else we got? I think.
Is that everyone?
Beckerman says watching AEW with Jill so weird seeing the bounty hunter from our local wrestling is Jericho Stooge now. I bet that would be where the bounty was cool though. You know, he was a heel, so I liked him, and he was a funny heel. So that's the guy a wrestler after my heart. If you're a bad guy and you're hilarious, you're my favorite. Which Chris Jericho back in the day was one of the best. He was a bad guy and he was freaking hilarious. I loved Jericho back in the day. One of my favorites. Damien is here, Sleepy Reader. While we're talking about the CBC Awards, we are going to be riding again for my man Damien, Lifetime Achievement Award. It might be Hall of Fame now. They might have changed that, but either way, put Sleepy Reader 666 in there. Did I add a 6? Sleepy Reader 666. 3 of
Yeah,
them.
at least 3 6s.
Hell, Satan. Definitely get in there and support my man as well.
Oh.
If you're throwing nominations, might as well throw him in there as well.
I don't know. Satan. Yes.
Beckerman says he spreads alternate facts about me. That's one way. That's one way to put it.
There you go.
Alternate facts are not facts, though, folks. That's why that extra word is there.
We live in the era.
Willie Survive is here.
We live in the era of alternate facts. My man Willie was having my good friend, my brother from another mother. How are you, sir?
Willie, don't do it, man. Not with that money.
Willie says, give Surcam my clip, Lorenzo. And we actually talked about that before we went live. I told him I need that clip for the next time Willie comes through.
I will do that. The clip needs to be shared. It needs to be out there.
Hey,
yes, sir.
John Stout talking about the 49ers. Pretty sure that's not allowed. Stop doing that. Who else we got in here? Sledhead is here.
You can talk about their
It's not allowed.
Teams?
It's not allowed. What's
not
up,
allowed?
Sledhead?
Come on.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Sledhead. Always appreciate you coming through. And I have reached the bottom of the chat. We did it.
Moving on down the chat. Sorry, Roscoe. I keep saying that. I know that's your thing.
Roscoe,
man.
He didn't copyright nothing.
Copyright nothing. Oh God. Listen, I appreciate man, you having such a great show, man, with the great guests that you have. And that helps me to help sharpen my old dull skills up, and I love hanging out with you guys every Monday night, along with Scotty and anybody else I can hang out with. Is awesome. It's awesome.
It's a pleasure, and I'm loving doing it for as long as we get to do it, guys. Bobby De La Ghetto sneaks in here as well. KC is well represented tonight.
What's up, Bobby?
Back
Yes.
to back to back. It's gonna happen. Sorry, 49ers, but there's a new sheriff in town.
Well, we'll see about that.
We'll
see about that.
Y'all. Let's go.
Yeah.
NCAA 25 is out. I've been practicing all week trying to get my offense right. If you are on PlayStation 5 and you would like to join my college football dynasty, we're like 22 people strong right now. Probably going to end up around 30, I think. We'll see. But if you're interested, hit me up, man. We got more room. All right, I'm done.
Oh, man, that's quite a run.
Wellbore is here. We got to go back. I'm not done anymore because Wellbore is here. What's up?
Hey, what's happening, my friend? Oh, yeah, no, you guys that won last week, I sent your books out today, so you should be getting them very shortly. So this time next week, you should have your book that you won from last week's show.
I think I missed James. We got James Langham. I think I missed James Phelps. So we got
James Phelps. That's what reminded me of. I saw James Phelps. Yeah. So yeah, James, your book is on the way. Never enough James or Phil's. Never ever.
Or Cliffs.
Right. So yes, or Cliffs. Cliff on comics. Yeah, Cliff's pretty cool. I mean, I subbed to him the other day. I like to see him on different channels and stuff. He is a ball of energy. Yeah. All right, so Janet and I, not exactly on the cutting edge of today's, zeitgeist or whatever. So we just discovered the Kendrick Lamar video. I mean, I've heard about
God. Didn't I tell you about it last week?
You told me about it last week. This made me think about it. Yeah. What is that? Wow.
I need to get a frame for this bad boy. Isn't that nice?
Wow. Who's the artist?
It's a weird size. It's Ivan Tao. Yeah.
I like Ivan Tao stuff.
What's going on? Shout out to Comic.
Got to go in a frame.
Yeah, he sent that to me. He said, "You'll love it way more than I do," and he was right. I do love it. All right.
Yeah. So, we discovered. I knew about the beef, but I didn't know exactly what the beef was. I knew that these two rappers were beefing, and I didn't know what Drake and Kendrick were beefing about. I was Drake. I was never a big. I've never a big Drake guy. Yeah, because I thought it was just like the age thing, but I didn't care for Drake's music that much. But then I hear people talking like this comedian that I watch, his name was Godfrey. He has this live stream. He's pretty funny, and he played the whole video, and he did it with commentaries. I think Kendrick made it in the public, not in the public domain, but the video is no like rights on it, so anybody can play it. So that's how I played it, and he broke it down for me and everything. It's just hilarious, man. It's like
There's
Drake
lots of
just,
breakdown.
oh my God, it's like, you know, Drake is, to me, was never, he just kind of like, and the guys on Godfrey's show were saying that they believe that Drake is an industry plant.
No,
So
that's a dumb term.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I mean, why wouldn't there be industry plants? I mean, have you ever wondered how did this motherfucker get to be so big? You know, have you ever wondered about that by some people? Like, really?
I don't know if I don't think it works like that. I don't think that you get big by being chosen to be big. We've seen so many people get chosen to be big and they completely flop.
Have you heard of boy bands? Boy bands are pretty much the same thing. I mean, they get some attractive young people together. They teach them how to dance. They lip sync all their music and all that. And there's a package.
Okay, I get it, if you mean that. Well, I don't think he's an industry plant so much, but I think he's a cost. Kendrick's main argument against him is that he's a cosplayer, essentially. Drake is a cosplayer, or an actor. You might say Drake's an actor, and I think that's undeniably true that Drake is an actor.
An actor propped up by a music industry that can, sell his records. He's attractive. These people. Kendrick is a real dude. Kendrick's from off the corner. Kendrick, he's talented as hell, and Drake found out when he poked that bear. He just came out like, wow, this guy, I don't know if those things are true what he's saying about you, but it's not a real good look. And he just owned you.
In your life, light skins are out, right? Was there a time in your life when you were considered light skinned?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm a little bit too dark, a little bit too far south of caramel. I'm more of a milk chocolate guy than you're more of a caramel guy. I'm a milk chocolate guy.
But the line is shifting though. I'm curious, have you ever been considered light skinned, right?
I don't think so. You ever heard the paper bag test? People would use the paper bag to tell you how dark you are. You pass.
We're definitely not light skinned now, right? Light skin has moved. But when I was a kid and all my
I was with you for a long time, John.
When I was a kid, my family always considered me light skinned, but it's because they were actually black, but the line has moved now. Drake is, I think, industry plant is a silly thing.
Taylor Swift. That's a good supposition there, Sled. But I wonder if Taylor Swift is just this perfect storm of
she's just talented, guys.
She is talented, and the young girls of her age, they just fucking adore her because she's who they want to be. She's not for us. Not like us. She's not for us, but she.
But it's probably
there's so many young girls out there that adore her. Isn't that? Oh my God! Oh my God! It's just so.
I was actually thinking about that today. I was thinking about that line. How that line might be harder than "I fucked your bitch." You
a little bit. Let me turn these lights down a little bit here. I'm sorry. Go ahead now.
I was just saying that line where he says it's probably a minor that might go harder than "I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker." When Tupac came out,
who said that?
You don't know Hit 'Em Up?
Oh, about Biggie. No, okay, all right, yeah.
Tupac about Biggie,
yeah. Well, both of them went pretty hard, but that one went just nasty with the doing this to your woman and whatnot. But
you claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. All right, that's my shit, dog. That's my peak right there, dog.
But the A minor thing was just clever though, man. It was just very clever the way he did it. Very good.
And it's such a fun. There's clips of kids losing their mind singing this song. And when that part hits, probably A minor, it's just a part everybody can sing, whether you know the song or not. It's
doing the hopscotch thing.
Yeah, dude. The video is brilliant, and you really have to get someone to break it down for you if you don't already know, to kind of explain to you why the video is so brilliant, because it really is.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Katie? What's up? How you doing?
Pop. What's up, Katie Pop? Good to see you.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'm glad we saw that, and it's a hell of a
You're hip
thing.
now.
And
Congratulations.
I'm hip. I'm hip. Yes. That means it's officially jumped the shark now that I've discovered it. So that's what it means.
That's how it
It's
works.
no longer cool.
It's
no
over.
longer cool. Yeah. All right. So I guess we've just frittered about a little bit longer, long enough here. Let me talk about today's comics, if you will. I know you will. All right, see what we got here. What you got? Oh, wait a minute. Come back. Show it again.
No, I'm just
no, show
my
it.
spec this week. I'm
It's
just
very
fondling
similar.
it in. Don't
It's
mind
very.
me.
Now take it easy. Don't be fondling too much. Now we know what you're doing when you're fondling.
Rest in my books.
It's very, very close. It puts the lotion in the bucket. All right, so enough of that. I'm excited for next week's. We'll talk about this in the previews. EC Comics is back, folks. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but EC Comics is coming back, and somehow associated with Oni Press.
You know who bought it, or do you know who's behind it?
I think Oni, if I'm not mistaken, is an Oni Press publication. Yeah, Oni is behind it somehow. Either they bought it or they bought the rights to it or something. But either way, EC Comics is coming back, and it's a great time to come back because the anthology horror comic is in its golden age right now. It seems since the 50s. I mean, I haven't seen as many anthologies of horror in my lifetime. I don't think.
I like that it looks like that old. It has that old school feel to it. That's how it should look.
Yes, it has to be. It just has to be. First, this song. First, this song that has been that. Oh my God, I know, right?
Yeah, you're right,
man.
Right? Because "Hit 'Em Up" was a hit, but it didn't get played like this, right? Not even close to like this.
And it's so well done. Yeah, we for those that don't know, we're talking about the "Not Like Us." "Not Like Us" is the name of the song, right, by Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. And that's a hell of a thing. So beautifully done. It's like almost a movie. The story, and it has like if you can't hear the lyrics, you can just turn on the closed captioning and just read right along, and just be amazed with Kendrick Lamar's wordsmithing. So yeah. Something else. Also, Kaya. I got this little thing, this little summary of Kaya's stories so far. So for those of you who don't know about Kaya is also from Image, the House of Ideas, and it's from Wes Craig. Very good story. And this little thing collects the stories so far, so we can catch up on it, and we can get ready for the next arc of Kaya, which is coming out in August. So that was free.
Is that good? I fell off on that one.
I fell off on it, but not because it was bad. Only because I had to make cuts. So it was going to support the industry so much. So,
Damien wants to know if the art is up to the EC snuff.
Well, there was some legends involved in that EC comic, man, and in the EC comics. I mean, Wally Wood, Jack Davis. I think Jack Davis was he was around before Mad. He may not have been, but he was definitely part of EC. But a lot of big names in the EC, so it's a lot of big shoes to fill. I think they can do it. I'm more worried about the story quality, because in retrospect, a lot of the stories were not super great, but the art was so fantastic and gory that we loved it so much. Oh, look at this. My sweetie's got the link to the Not Like Us, 3.8 million views. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, hit that link and you'll find out. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. EC Comics is art. Yeah, I think it might be okay. I mean, I pre-ordered one thing. Another one's coming out in August. The first issue is coming out. The first title is coming out next week, and we'll talk about that in the previews. I know you love that, Willie. I know you love Kaya. So he loves Kaya, and it was a good story. I've read the first 2 or 3 issues, but I just had to it just fell off to the wayside. But it's a really good story. Good to see you, Wellbore. Thanks for stopping in. Oh yeah, and thanks to the folks who are watching on the replay as well, which I meant to say at the beginning, but I always forget that shit because I don't have a script. I just wing it. So, there you go. All right. So first book is your favorite, Ultimate X-Men. Number 5.
Pass.
Couple. I knew you were going to say that. I'm a couple behind on that. Oh man, I'm going to have to catch up on this because I'm really considering dropping it. The Incredible Hulk. They're starting a new arc here. Part 1 of 8. I don't know if I want to stick around for 8 more issues of this arc. I know it's going to probably be some filler issues in there, like it's been in the first one. It's been okay. But I got to make some cuts, and this is going to be probably one of them. It's between this or She-Hulk.
I'm on it till PK. As long as PKJ is writing it, I am on it. I'm a run collector, and I want that run for sure.
I'm loving PK's work on Crocodile Black, which I'll talk about later on. But I could take or leave this to some degree. I mean, I like it to some degree, but I liked it more in the first few issues, but now I've kind of fallen out of love with it.
Did you ever read The Last God by him and Riccardo Federici? It's a DC Black Label book. It's really good. Becker, the PKJ actually put a character named after Beckerman in that book. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's the book. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I knew he had a book.
The Riccardo Federici art in that book is amazing, dude. It's worth reading just for the art, but the book is great too.
What's it called again?
The Last God.
God what? The Last God. Okay. All right. This Phoenix number 1 was I guess given to me by the shop. So I think they had some extra issues. I think he was not going to. I think he ended up charging me for it anyway, but that's okay. It's no big deal. It's another way of supporting the local comic shop. I'm not going. Yeah. I'm not going to get mad about that. So
whatever. My part.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. I know they got costs. They got to buy all their books up front, and still on them once they don't sell. So I feel for them. So we'll see how this Phoenix books looks. This is Stephanie Phillips, I guess, writing this. So. I don't know. Not a big X person, but I'll check it out. Fish Flies number 7, the last in the series. I have not read number 7. I think it is. I haven't read 6 and 5, so I need to catch up. I've read 1 through 4. 1 through 4. So I need to catch up on this.
I think I'm on 4 too. I finished 4 too. I think I'm in the same spot.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very, very touching story. I don't know how you felt about it, but I thought it was very nice.
Super Jeff Lemire. If you like Jeff Lemire, then you're gonna like this book. It's super him.
You know what I'm talking about. This is one we both love here. What's the furthest place from here?
Underrated book, guys. Really should be optioned. I feel like it could be a really interesting option IP.
I feel like it's just a matter of time before it becomes options. Just a matter of time. It's such a good story.
I need to read it again. I was thinking about this as I bought this book today. I was like, I have to go back and read it again because the story takes you to so many different places. You meet so many different characters. It's hard to remember. It's hard to remember everything. So I got to go read it again just to remind myself all the stuff that happens.
So have you read up to number 18 yet?
I think I am on like 15 or 16 around there. So I'm
so you were having seen where Sid has her baby? I'm not giving away too much. Okay.
No, I read that part actually.
So you read that part? Okay. Okay, I think you might be caught up then. I think the last issue she had the baby, but a lot of stuff was revealed in those issues. A lot of stuff now. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. You gotta be really patient with the story too, because it takes a while to get around to what's happening to these kids. But once it gets around, it makes a lot of sense, and it's a very touching story.
That's the nice thing about the book is like it's such a big world. You meet so many different people. It's kind of Alice in Wonderland-ish.
Yeah. Hey, Jose, how are you, my friend? Good to see you.
What up, Jose?
All right.
Jose came through and joined us last night for a little FOC and chill, or as some might say, a little fuck in the show.
Some might say that, yes. I didn't make it last night. I was the All-Star game was going on, and I went to the batting cage last night. So,
a lot of sports last night, yeah.
A lot of sports last night. I was there in spirit.
What up, Ross?
What's up, Ross? What's up, my namesake, Mr. Huggins? How are you doing, sir? So Destro number 2. Destro number 1, some say this is the best of the new G.I. Joe version of in the Energon universe. Can't argue with it. It's pretty good. First one was good.
I heard positive reviews on this one. I'm out on the whole Energon thing. I decided not to do that money sink.
See, that's why I'm cutting other books. I got all the Energon. The Energon universe has been expanding. Oh my God! Now there's G.I. Joe too, and
yeah. I was like, it's too much. I can't do it. I'm gonna have to pass.
Yeah, I think after I get to 12, I might drop Transformers. Unless, but then my guy is on there too, so I don't know. I might not. We'll see. I don't want to make that decision just yet, but something's got to go. Something's got to go. I don't know what's going to go, but
I'm gonna sell my Transformers. I got that Jean Zhang number 1 too, which is nice.
Oh, the Jean Zhang.
Zhang gang.
That's right. Oh my God, my thing is tilting over here.
Yeah, Sledhead, by all accounts, people love the Energon universe, though. So if you're into G.I. Joe, you're into Transformers, it's definitely worth it. But one thing for me is like for some reason, the childhood cartoon nostalgia, it just doesn't work on me for some reason. I don't know why, but it doesn't.
My microphone is going flaccid here. What's going on? It won't stay up. Technical difficulties, folks. This thing is falling apart here. I have to take it and hold it in my hand like Gene Rayburn on the Match Game. All right.
Jose said no more days off this year, Lorenzo.
Yeah. I make no promises. But I probably won't take any long vacations. That's for damn sure. I took almost 2 months, so I'm straight. I will not go on that long, God willing. Yeah. Mugshots, which I love, and I did a review of recently. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but the standalone reviews are back. I started doing so. Never say never. I said I wouldn't do that again. Yeah, so I'm
glad. I love the feel of those with the music and the way that you do it. They're great videos, man. I'm glad.
I started to miss them a little bit when I was on vacation. I guess the whole thing. I thought like I could try doing that again. I don't know.
I know it's work.
I did kind of really enjoy that. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and it's worth it too. I don't think I do the subject justice, by trying to do them here, live. It's easier in a way, but then again, I still make the video for why I just do the thing, standalone. I'm making the video anyway, right? So, yeah, just do the standalone video. So those are coming back. I got one more to do for this week.
What was the books that we've covered since coming back?
So far just mugshots and what's the other one? Self-help. I've got those two finished so far. Those are already on the channel, so you can go check those out. Nice. I got one more for this week. This is a thing I'll be talking about a little bit later on in our What's Good segment. Are you got anything for What's Good, or if not, that's cool. I can just do my couple of things.
Not this week, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have something for next week.
That's awesome. Yes. This is number 7 of 8 of Briar, which is going to be an 8-issue series. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Ghost Machine. The chat's talking about Ghost Machine universe, and I am all
oh my God
on that one. I'm getting all of those books, all of them.
Yeah. So yeah. Ghost Machine. That's another one. I got all 3 of those. I got like more than 3. There's because there's Red Coat, there's Geiger, and then there's Rook, the big surprise everyone loves, and then there's another one, Joe, Junkyard Joe. Junkyard Joe is a big hit right now. So
it's very
so much stuff.
It's important not to listen to me because I just said it's dumb to spec on modern books, and it is dumb to spec on modern book. but I am kind of specking Ghost Machine. I feel like that one's got a chance.
I don't think
Don't listen to me because I'm dumb.
I mean, you can spec on things without spending your rent money on them. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. Don't just don't go overboard with speculation. You use your intuition. We all have it. If something feels like it's going to be a hit, go for it. And if you feel like it's going to be something that you like, go ahead and buy it. Don't worry about it being a hit. So it doesn't make sense, but it works out in the end. That's how it works. We call it the Hawk Tour effect. You're not trying to be famous, you're going to be famous. You're not trying to find a hot book, you'll find a hot book. So don't ask me how I figured that out.
Sledhead believes in Rook. Could have a toy line.
Oh, I know a lot of people. Yes. Rook is yes. I mean, the potential is just I know, right?
I'm gonna co-sign. Jose. Can you stop fighting with the damn?
I'm trying. The mic is winning. Oh my God! I can't.
I bought the mic and
the mic won.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. The Tony Montana voice, Nacho's voice. Oh gosh. Oh, Sledhead. I agree. Yeah. Put them out seriously, man.
I'm a guy. I'm still partial to Geiger in that universe. Geiger was the first one, and I'm still on that one. I really love Junkyard Joe.
Yeah,
too. A lot of part in that book.
Junkyard Joe is amazing. That might have been my first one. All right, next to last book here is we talked about this last week in the previews. And I was kind of interested in it. And these books came already pre-bagged. Mic check.
I was laughing at
it came
comment.
Marcus is fondling his book. Oh my God, it just I know, right? What the hell? What's wrong with us?
What up, Mojo?
Hey, Mojo. What's going on, my friend? I'm gonna make some cuts. Oh my God. Energon. I know, man. There's too many universes. I mean, I love that there are lots of different universes, but I can only visit a few of them. I can't live in all of them at the same time. I can only live in one or two of them at the same time. But I'm all for different universes, though. So keep doing it, boys and girls. I just won't be able to see all of them. Paranoid Guards. I forgot the premise, but it sounded pretty cool. And this might be one of the ones that I review this week or next week. So, and the last one I got is this one. It was the last book of the week that follows the penultimate book, which makes sense because that's how that goes. Peep Show by the late Joe Matz. This is Joe Matt's final book. Guy on the toilet.
It looks indie as fuck right there.
It's indie as fuck. It's just my middle name. So yeah, this is posthumously published. Chester, God, what's Chester's last name? He draws Ed the Happy Clown. Chester Brown, I want to say. He finished inking the last few pages of this because Joe Matt passed away before he was able to finish it. He was notoriously slow. I finally found someone who was even slower than I am. He took them, I think, 17 years to finish this book. So I don't feel so bad now. Yeah. I mean, between number 15 and number 14, I think it was 17 years, and it was not because he was slow. It was a lot of colors of paint. Yeah. It was a very colorful bathroom. It'd be a joy to just go, wouldn't it? I mean, I love going to the bathroom because it's so colorful. Yes, Brown. Thank you. I thought it might have been Chester Brown. Yes. Peep Show takes itself literally. Yes, it does. I think you might like this one too, Damien.
It looks like a cool book. It really does look cool.
Oh yeah, the interiors are all like perfect black and white, man. He spots his black so nice. It's just he's one of those guys that does it. He's like an ex. That's why he's a Fantagraphics in a Fantagraphics stable. That's why he was, I should say, in there. So man, that's all I have to offer. And since that
has a nice ring to it. The Lorenzo Indie as fuck Ross.
That's right. I should get a T-shirt with that on it. Huh?
I like it.
Yes, I'll do that. All right, so I'm gonna gonna do what's good because I got a couple things for what's good. But
I'm a loser. I'll have. I said I'm a
no
loser.
worries.
I'll have one next week, guys.
Oh, you're not a loser. You're a winner in my book, son. Every week. All right, so just talked about this a minute ago. Briar number 7 is out this week. I just read number 5, but just restarted the second arc of this series. This is the story of the princess. What is her name? God, what is it? She's the Sleeping Beauty, basically the Sleeping Beauty fairy tale legend. And this is the real life, I guess, the hardcore story of what that would be like if you actually slept for all those years and woke up. And she's finding out that her stepmother, who plotted against her, not really such a bad person, because there were people who want to just kill her and not put her to sleep for 20 years or whatever. So the degrees of badness in this story. So there's a lot of good stuff in this. And now that she's teamed up with this girl from the north and some other people they've teamed up, they've become this little like troop going through the kingdom and doing stuff. And the princess has discovered a power that she's had. And the thing is, she may be actually kind of a cursed or a jinx, at the very least herself. So there's a lot of stuff that's being revealed about her in this story. I like this stuff, man. I like this and the Alice Never After that came from them as well. They're doing some good stuff over here at Boom Studios.
I didn't know that series was still going.
Yeah, it took a long hiatus after number 4. I thought 4 might have been it, because it could have been it. But then it came back just a few months ago with number 5.
Yeah,
so, yeah, brother. Briar Mother. Yeah. My man's reading that too. Hey, Willie's reading that. So, yeah, that series looks good. You should. You should, Katie. I think you might like that. It's Briar Rose. Thank you, Sledhead. Damn. What would I do without the chat, man? These guys.
I wasn't sure if Katie was talking about Love Me, a romance story, or if she was talking about Briar. Because Sled had mentioned Love Me too, which I bought that book. I haven't read it though. I need to get on that one.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how Katie feels about it, but I was a little let down by Love Me. I love the art in Love Me. I think I've done a review of it. Maybe I did. Maybe I think I did. Yeah. So I love the art in there, but maybe I'll give it a second chance with the second issue, because I think it's a Mad Cave joint too. So they make a lot of great stuff. So I'll check it out again. But I don't know. I didn't have great hopes for Love Me. I did have great hopes for it, but it didn't fulfill those hopes. The second thing I got for What's Good is by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and it's called Crocodile Black. Now, in the first issue, it kind of had me hooked, but then the second issue got more and more complex and dark and convoluted, and the third issue, oh my God, this is a kid, and he's just a kid too. He's like this teenager who he has mental health issues. He's on medication, and he's gone off of his medication, and he's been doing like home delivery, like Uber or Uber Eats or some shit like that. And he stumbled upon a dead body in this guy's house, and he's just it's just gone downhill from there since then. We don't know if his madness is what's causing him to act the way he's acting now, but he took the guy who we discovered dead had these really slick looking crocodile skin boots, and he took those boots off and he started wearing them. And it's like the guy is kind of like acting through him now. So is it possession, or is it just his madness? We're not sure, because he's really taking on the personality of that guy that he found dead. And it's becoming very bizarre. And man, this is something. If you like that kind of weirdness and that kind of stuff, man, Crocodile Black, pick it up from 1 to 3. I'm sure you can find it somewhere, man. It's not hard to find. But Crocodile Black, this is what I'm talking about from from PKJ. I'm liking this a lot more than I am the Hulk. The Hulk is kind of, it's kind of phoning it in, you know. To me, I don't know, but if I had to choose between the Hulk and She-Hulk, I probably would pick She-Hulk, and I'll just, you know, make one of those cuts. Oh yeah, she clarified it was Breyer. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, really great art too. Really great art. So yeah, love it. And Mad Cave. I'm sure you know all about Mad Cave. You know, you're very active in the indie community.
Yeah, What's your favorite Mad Cave book? Nottingham's the only great answer, though.
I know you keep saying that. Nottingham is one. I think last week I said Monolith was.
Oh yeah,
Monomyth was one. Hell, I mean, man, I mean, if you shout them out to me, I could probably, you know, say, oh yeah, I love that one, or yeah, I haven't read that one.
What about AWA? AWA has some great ones too.
AWA has a ton of great ones.
I love Chariot from AWA. That one's old now, but it got
options. It is. It did get options, so you can find the first few issues of Chariot. I would hang on to those. They were hot for a while, but they may have cooled off a little bit. David, that's kind of what I thought, man. That's what I thought. I mean, I love the art. You know, the story was just kind of silly. You know, it didn't make sense. As why is this robot need to drink coffee when it doesn't need to eat? And there's just so many logistical things that, you know, if it's going to be a comical, you know, absurd kind of a farce, okay, great. But it's kind of like it wants to be a romance book too. And why does this robot love a human? And why does it drink coffee? And why does it? Just so many things. I just couldn't suspend belief. And Bobby D says this is the episode for the Twilight. Yeah, it's probably was inspired by that. Yeah, but it gets much darker. The fight continues. Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. All right, I'm coming out. I'm gonna kick this Mike's ass now in this round. It's been sitting there all day not doing shit, but now once the show starts, it just falls apart. Like, oh, that's just so typical, right? You know, next thing you know, I'll get dropped, and you'll be the only ones, you know, on the stream. So it will just figure. If I get dropped, hold it down for us. All right, so yeah, that's what's good. That's what's up. That's what's good. That's definitely what I think is good going on right now. So man,
I bought that Crocodile Black, the first one, but I missed the next issue, so I need to try and see if I can't catch up on that, because I follow writers way more than I follow characters, and PKJ is a writer I follow.
Oh yeah, PKJ is worth following, and this book by him is definitely I think if it sticks the landing the way it's done, the setup so far, man, I am super impressed, because this is.
Speaking of following writers, I was strolling through FOC.
The park one day in the month of May. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I saw there's a new X Factor book coming out, and I was like, X Factor, fuck that, I'm not getting that book. But then I saw who's writing it, and I was like, I guess I am getting it. Mark Russell is writing a new X Factor book, and I have 0 X Factor books in my collection, but I will definitely be on that, because Mark Russell is a great writer. And Gail Simone tweeted about it recently on Twitter, and she said that it's, I mean, obviously she works for Marvel, so, you know, she's probably biased, but she said it's a great book, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. I mean, you know, she's not going to say it's a shitty book because she works for Marvel, but hopefully she'll be unbiased.
If it was bad, I'm assuming she wouldn't, you know, push it up.
She would say nothing. Yes, hopefully I would just say nothing.
Mark Russell's great. He wrote Not All Robots, which is one of my absolute favorite books that I read.
I know.
But he wrote Death Ratio for AWA, which is another good one.
Death Ratio was good. One shot. Good one shot.
Yeah. So
love a good one shot.
Mark Russell actually came to a little rinky-dink con here in this area, Fountain Con, last year, I think it was, or it might have been 2 years ago. So, and yeah, it was 2 years ago, and I got him to sign my Not All Robots. It was so cool that he was here, man, because he's from the PNW, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, is that right? Oh, okay. Yeah. So many cool folks are.
Yeah, I would have never bought an X Factor book, never, ever, ever. But Mark Russell, yeah, I'll go.
Okay. This one series, Serial. Sweet Darkness, really? Really? Wow. That sounds like a great title. I have to look that one up, Sledhead. Wow.
I like it. I like the sound.
Me too. All right, so let's preview next week's books. Ding,
There
ding,
she
ding.
is. I love that Raphael Albuquerque cover for Something Is Killing Your Children is nice.
It's like KTC.
And it is
All right.
It's not sold out. Something Is Killing the Children books don't sell out anymore. They're printing plenty of them now.
That's the thing.
I need to stop buying so many. They're printing plenty.
But the first 6 or 7 issues were low print runs, and now they up the print run. Now nobody's buying them. Go figure.
Pretty much, once you get to like 7 is the last hard one to get. I would say maybe.
Yeah.
8. And then after that, it's easy to get.
Yeah. All right. This is Albuquerque's work here. Okay. Yeah. All right.
He did he had the variant, the FOC reveal is Albuquerque's cover.
Okay. That's this is our guy here, Deladera, right, on the A cover. Yeah. This is the FOC. Did I get this? I might not have been kind of like lax on my FOC. I used to get all of them, but since I've cut back, I've been kind of missing out on a lot of FOC covers.
If you want it, it's not sold out on T-Fall, which I'm surprised by, because I thought this was a cool cover. I thought this might sell out, but it didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I've been using T-Fall almost equally with my comic shop now, so I just get a few here and there. Well, good news, bad news. I've cut down on both, but I'm using them equally. So never say never on a lot of stuff.
We've had we've had 2 great battles. We had me versus Ecam and you versus T-Fall. And
yes, and now I love StreamYard, and I've forgiven T-Fall. So
2-0.
What are you going to do?
I'm 2-0, folks.
I'll give you that. Okay, all right. in the imaginary battle that we're having, I'll give you.
Who's counting though, right? I love this Jenny Frizen cover, man. I really love it. I bought way too many of them.
Yes, in the imaginary point system, you'll get points for that. Yes.
I love this Frizen cover here, man.
Isn't it awesome? Isn't it awesome? I mean, Jenny just always finds a way to outdo herself.
I got the 1 in 25 too. I couldn't help myself.
How many things did you get? Go ahead.
I'm so stupid when it comes to this book. I really am. I'm absolutely idiotic about this book.
How many books did you get signed by her when you were at the show?
By Jenny, I got my 8 Billion Genies signed by her, the B cover, and I got the House of Slaughter number 15 variant signed. So only 2 got signed by her.
Okay. Was she charging per signature? Was she just, as long as you buy something that's cool, she would sign stuff?
So she's like most people in that if you are just getting raw signatures, then it's free for like the first 5, and then you have to pay after that. I think she was like that.
That's very fair.
But if you're getting a slab like I was, then it's $20 per
witness. Yeah. Okay. That's good enough. Hey, you paying the witness, give her a little cut of that too. I heard that. All right. Space Case, what's happening?
Oh, see, Janet, that's actually a great point though, right? Being able to make new decisions is important. It just means where she says it just means that there you go, continually learns new things. That's very important, because I feel myself, Lorenzo. You're better along than I am, because I swear to you, I feel it every year. This sort of like thing taking over me, where I'm right about everything and everyone else is wrong. It's like slowly taking over my whole body, and I'm fighting it, but it's winning.
It's called megalomania.
Everybody get off my lawn. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yes. Well, at least you're self-aware. I'll give you that. So it's all good. It's all good, buddy. All right. So where are we here? Oh, yeah. We got Jenny. Any other interesting covers on this? There's always so many covers. There's a black and white Jenny, of course, for the one for 25. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the one I got. I went ahead and got it.
if that's a pretty fair price, I might get that one. The black and white looks almost as good, but the moon is nice on this one, but the overall photo is better on this one.
The reason why the black and white looks better to me is because her eyes are still green on the black and white. If you look at it,
Ooh.
so it makes her eyes pop. Because black and white except for her eyes. I fucking love it.
Okay. Wow. Jenny is her own colorist too. I'm imagining, so she knows that just how to, enhance her work and make it look so awesome.
I look at her style and I'm like, what is her style is so distinctive, but what is it that makes it so? It's obviously the line work, but it's not just the line work that makes it so distinctive. It's like if you see a Jenny Frison cover, you know it's her, right? You know it's her.
Yeah. I think K-pop says something about this. She never uses the black line. It's always like a colored line or a not quite to black line. So I think the black line definitely. I always use like super black line, but my work is very cartoony, so that's a different kind of a style than than hers. Hers is like not photorealistic, but realistic in her own way. It's like it's like, oh, it's Jenny Frison. You can see, you know right away whose work that is. Oh, that's Jenny Frison's work.
I bought one from Tefal, and if my shop has one, I will buy another one of this. Absolutely, I will.
I heard that. All right, what else we got here?
And it says it. That's the thing about her style is that everyone, even the men she draws, are beautiful. They're just beautiful.
Yes. See, it takes a woman sees the beauty, rather than just the sexuality. Whereas in a lot of the male gaze, if you will, we'll just say, "Whoa, look at those boobs, look at that ass." But a woman can capture like, "Oh, you know what? There's more to it than just that, boys." So yeah, I'll buy that.
Sledhead, this is not a game, brother. This is not a game.
He's very serious about it. What he means by it's not a game. Yes.
It's serious fucking business right now.
That's right. All right. So Void Rivals number 11. Coming up on number 12 pretty soon. So I may have to call it for that series, but no, I don't know. I don't know which ones. Maybe I'll just cut the G.I. Joe ones after the limited series because they were all very good series.
That makes me curious. What is your longest run?
Well, now, I don't have a lot of long. I'm coming into Doctor Strange number 17, so that's pretty long.
17? That's not long. What are you talking about?
Long for me. I'm a miniseries guy, man. I'm a total miniseries guy.
17. That makes sense.
Well,
you do love those miniseries. It's true.
I do because it's okay. It hits me, and then bam, 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 boom. Let's go to something else now. Because that way I can I can read a whole bunch of different series rather than like, I'm stuck in this series now because they're changing writers, they're changing artists, but I'm part obligated to say Amazing Spider-Man because I love Spider-Man. So I don't want to have to be, I don't know. My comic book commitment is not very strong, I guess. I want to always be able to move on and catch the next big thing or the next thing that might just like, blow me away. Like, oh, this is awesome. Have you seen this stuff here? The next Dwellings or the next, Until My Knuckles Bleed or whatever it is might be, But once that series is over, like, what else you got? What's coming up next? Give me something else,
Chat, post your longest run in your collection. I'm curious what people got. My longest run is definitely West Coast Avengers Volume 2, 1 to 102. I have every single issue.
Wow.
I don't think I have a longer run than that.
That's commendable. That's really commendable because I don't know if I have any. Even when I was like, in Chicago and had plenty of room to store my stuff, I don't think I ever had anything longer than like 20, 30 issues or something like that, tops. And that was probably like, ASM back before I sold that run.
I'm very much a run collector. And a lot of the reason why is when I was a kid, I could never get runs. I could never read a full run of a story, and I hated it. And so when I came back as an adult, I was like, I'm going to have runs this time. So
Hated it.
It's a big focus of mine. We got Scotty Vaughn sneaking in. What up, homie? My comic book brother is here. Good to see you.
My youngest comic son, help me with the microphone, son. It's fighting me, and I'm losing. I'll use a different stand next time. I promise. I'll have to hold it like Lou Rawls. You'll never find. You take the most of mankind. Thank you. Good to tip your waitress.
You need to be a lounge singer. There you go.
You're gonna miss my love. All right, so hey, guess what else is coming? Save Me, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This I have hopes for because it's written by Jason Aaron.
A reboot, huh?
Reboot. This is what I have hopes. I hope it's more in the vein of The Last Ronin, a little bit more grittier. Not so much all ages as the past TMNT series has been. So I'm hoping that I won't be so reliant on what happened in the past, and they'll be able to move on to future endeavors. And maybe in this reboot here, they'll just make it more available to people who have not been fans, from the beginning. Which a lot of us want to be Turtle fans, but they just don't want to.
I might give this one a go. I'm debating it.
I may have pre-ordered this one. I think I did, just because it's a #1 and it's Jason Aaron, and it's it's part 1, Return to New York. So what else we got here? We got Joel. I'm remiss if I don't mention that Joel freaking Jones is doing the art on here. So yeah, one of my faves. Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm all over this. As you might imagine, tons of covers, and here is her variant. The cover B. This is the one I probably pre-ordered. Look at that. She is very talented. Yeah, I got her signature at Emerald City a couple years ago on the first appearance of Wonder Girl.
Oh man, should I buy this? Jeez,
I think you should. Kevin Eastman's always doing covers too. DJ Gonzo. Is he actually a DJ, or are those his initials? Discuss. It looks cool though. I like this. DJ Gonzo. So tons of covers for this. And I think this is a good jumping on point. I think that's probably what they have in mind for rebooting it. Because I wasn't the only one who felt it was kind of getting stale. I was on it for a while back when it was hot, when they brought Jenica in. And then it just kind of like this big fight going on in the city between the mutants and the non-mutants. And it just kind of got, I don't know, kind of dull for me. All right, one more incentive cover. This is, who is this? This is Danny Earls. 1 in 25. 1 for 25. Okay.
Yeah, I'm debating that one. I might get that one in the store.
Yeah. There'll probably be plenty of copies available, especially where you are. So I don't think there's no need to pre-order it.
Wow,
really.
I didn't know Joel Jones was so pretty. Jeez Louise.
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
Easy there, buddy. Easy. We all know.
She can have it if she wants it.
Man. How come I didn't know what she looked like? That's crazy.
Because her art was so amazing, you didn't even think about how she looked. I reckon. This Zatanna brings down the house thing. I haven't a chance to read that yet, but I really want it to be good. I really love the character of Zatanna, but I don't know how well that book is written. You still oogling Joel Jones?
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business. Here's the one I was thinking about. Next week's X book is NYX #1.
Isn't it Nix? Isn't it pronounced Nix? Or is it NYX? I don't actually know.
Not sure. It could be. I think it's initials. There's a Nix from Dynamite, but this is NYX. I think it's pronounced NYX. I could be wrong.
I don't know. You guys tell me.
I think that's what it is. I think NYX for this series and Nyx for the Dynamite. It's a character called Nyx. You know, one of those TNA characters that they have there. One of the many Dynamite has.
Yes.
Which is their want. Which is their wheelhouse.
It's New York X-Men. Okay, I get it.
Right. All right. Possible Erica Slaughter action figure. I don't know why there hasn't been one yet.
Oh, buy the fuck out of that.
I know you would.
I don't have any action figures, but I would have that one.
I know you would. I know. All right. Yes, I've heard both. Yes. And Daytona has some nice. Oh, I bought like 3 of those covers for bringing down the house, whatever it's called. So yeah, I love the artwork for that. You know, I think the character itself just like she's just so cool. You know, it just looks like, you know, that's kind of like a magician. You know, I think that's a great look. There's Phil. What's up, Phil?
Right.
What? All right,
Phil
let's take a look.
Phil is P2 now. When did that happen?
P2. Oh wow, like T2, huh? He's the second generation.
Is he Phil number 2? Who got number 1?
He's number 2, but he tries harder. hey, Pablo Villalobos.
Don't tell me that exists. Phil, don't you dare fuck with me. Does that fucking exist, dude? He's fucking with me, right? Phil, tell me if you're fucking with me, because you know I gotta have it if that's real. That can't be real, right? There's no way that. She has a Funko, though. I'll fucking
you guys talking about some Ted Lasso's.
Oh, dude. Don't fuck with me like that, Phil, you motherfucker.
How's it feel to be trolled?
He does have a Funko Pop, though. I'm probably going to buy that.
It's a nice Satanic cover on this week's Super. Oh, really?
I'm about to buy my first Funko Pop, y'all, and it's going to be Hannah Waddingham.
That means I have this cover because I set up the Superman. I just haven't picked it up yet. Okay, that'd be an extra bonus for me. Good for me. Pablo Villalobos. Oh, this is the one. This is the one right here. This is the Stanley Art Germ Lau trade dress variant. I like this a lot. You can tell she's been to the gym, and you can tell even more so on this one, which is the 1 in 100, made for you high rollers out there, as we found out from my son and Comic Tom. This 1 in 100, you can actually see all the ab work that she's been putting in. So it looks very, very cool. I like this.
Like a lot of his, like that face looks like a lot of Art Germ covers. A lot of them.
Now first you're picking on the fingers, now you're picking on the faces.
I know, I love Art Germ. I love Art Germ. I just feel like that face looks like all of his covers.
But one could argue that a whole lot of superheroes have very similar faces.
People all say that about Jenny Frison too. Is that her face is
true. But you know, they're all every character is like very handsome or very pretty. You know, so they all look kind of similar in many ways. And I went to. Oh, go ahead. You got a thing you want to say?
I was going to say, Phil, I need to check out that new stadium, so I'd be down.
Stadium. This is the 1 for 25 Ricky Yagawa variant. I kind of like the perspective of this. I think people are loving this. They're very excited about it. The young people seem to be very excited about it because they know all the backstory of all the characters. They know who like the characters are dating, and like apparently one of the characters broke up with another superhero character, and they're all like in the chat here. They've been going on and on and on about like how could they break up off panel and not explain this to us. It's like the whole thing. So I expect NYX to be a big hit if all these folks buy this book.
Well, X-Men, you know, has a built-in audience.
True. Well, a lot of them have a lot of books by X-Men because they make so damn many of them have not done that well. And here's Kari Andrews is what is this? I guess it's a connecting variant from Unknown Comics. This looks very Wildstormy, kind of a Jim Lee maybe kind of a look style here. and it's kind of cool. But I know I've got at least the A cover coming from this, so I think that might be something.
I think
there's some good characters involved in this book with Kamala and with X-23. So I think it might be worth looking into at least. I know it might be too much in depth for me because I'm a casual X fan. Sometimes you're like so deep into like what's happened in the past that you just lose the folks like me who are just like browsers.
Yeah, that's how I'm not really deep into X-Men like that, so it always gets immediately confusing to me.
I know. All right, so Sacrifices number 10. I don't know how long that series is going. It may be just ongoing or it may be a limited series, but it's been very good. Batman Dark Age. I've read the first one and I liked it. I haven't got a chance to read the second one, which I bought, and I missed number 3. So I don't know if I'm even going to follow it up. But I love the All Red's work. And Absolute Power Origins. That's like a cover. Oh, a photo cover. That's interesting. Huh. Speaking of Doctor Strange, we're not done with Blood Hunt yet. Nope, not done yet. So it's still gonna be Doctor Strange, Strange Academy, Blood Hunt number 3, Pharaoh number 5.
I'm surprised Nice House is so low on the list.
I am too. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered it. If I didn't, I'm sure they'll hold one for me at the shop because they know I love this book. And they know I love James T.
1,000% in on that. The first one, I would have liked a cooler ending, honestly, but it was still cool.
It was cool.
I'm all in on this.
It was cool. I've seen much worse endings than that one. So yeah,
I wanted to be wowed. I wanted to be what the fuck, and it didn't do that.
Yeah,
it's what I wanted though.
Yeah. It was not bad. It was not bad. Nick Robles. I guess this is a continuation of Nice House on the Lake, right? Only with the same characters, or what happens after the lake series. I guess I could
make a wish, guys.
I could just read it right here. The highly anticipated sequel to James Tynion IV and Alvaro Martinez's Buenos enigmatic epic. So it is a continuation. Okay.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. And I started the trade for the Woods, Phil, but I actually didn't finish it. I need to go back and check that one out. So, but the answer is no. I started it, but it was so long ago, I don't even remember it at all.
They pared books back to only 2 to 3 per family. I might dip my toe back into Marvel. Yeah, tell me about it, man. But the problem is, Phil, they're trying to sell tons and tons of books over at Marvel. They're trying to add.
They're the worst books, man, if you think about it.
Oh, God. They are pretty bad. Very bad.
I mean, I love Marvel, but if you compare all of the publishers in terms of book quality, paper quality, all of that, Marvel's at the very bottom. It's not even close.
Oh, wait, very much so. And they're the number one company. What's up, Tate? I know we shout you out or not. How you doing?
What up, homie?
Let's see. Did you read Tiny as the Woods? No, yeah. When did the Woods come out? A while back?
I mean, it's a long time ago. Yeah,
I thought.
Who has the best quality books? I feel like Boom always has really nice books.
Very much so. Very much so. Most all of the indies have higher quality books. Even Scout. I was complaining about the mugshots paper quality I think a couple of weeks ago, but it's an indie. It's an indie, so you expect them to have low paper quality. That's excusable.
Spawn books or Todd McFarlane books are definitely on that list of great quality books.
Yeah, and they're cheaper. So don't give me that you can't afford it. Marvel, you can afford it.
Well, that's how you know. That's how you know Todd's doing volume is because he can afford to do $3. He's doing all of you. There's just volume. And Spawn is like X-Men in that there's just a built-in audience, right? It can be trash, and there's a built-in audience that are going to continue buying it even when it's trash.
Because it's still an exciting book. It's like what I call the action movie effect. It's all just fun and comic book stuff.
That's how I am with Something's Killing Children. Even if it's terrible, I'm still gonna. I don't think it's terrible right now, but if it did get terrible, I would stay with it.
Yeah, I love what it's doing right now. Is going back and forth with Erica's history, and all that stuff. I love it. I love it because
the last issue was like nothing at all new, but I still absolutely loved it. We're back.
She was in the treehouse.
Yeah, I love. I just love getting to see Erica, how she became who she is. I just really like it.
Because we hit the ground running with her. We didn't have an origin story, so her origin is being told in retrospect. Yeah. So it's good to have a little bit of that, All right.
I fought the mic and the mic won.
Oh, you noticed that, huh?
I fought the mic.
This is not happening. This is not what you're saying.
I guarantee you I'm not the only one that noticed that. How can Marvel and DC give away their 64-page full-color catalogs for free and still charge $4.99 for their titles? I don't like subsidizing the cost of their marketing. We're subsidizing the cost of everybody's marketing, right? But I get it. Yeah.
But it's 64. Yeah. That big thing they give away every month. Yeah, because they look at that as like, hey, this is gonna bring us money.
In a digital world, how many people are really using that? I know I don't. I never pick that stuff up.
I sometimes, to be honest, pick it up and never read it. It just like sits in, I could probably pick up, 4 or 5 copies right now over in the corner somewhere.
Man, should I get this EC book?
You should. You should absolutely get it. You ever got it already? Oh man, that's not even a thing. Yes, the cost of printing. Yeah, right. They get a deal on everything, man. But they're greedy corporatists. All they think about is more, please.
Berserker back again. Does anybody care about Berserker?
Gonna have to say no.
I don't think so.
Gonna have to say no. I don't care about Berserker. Oh, what I do care about
Jason Aaron is writing it. That's surprising.
I don't care who's writing. Oh, the Six Fingers. That must be the last issue of that. I somehow fell off on the Six Fingers and the One Hand, but I will collect all those issues and read them all together at once because that's a great story. Both those stories intertwine, and that's a great story. And this is a book I was so high on when it first came out, and somehow I just shit happened and I fell behind. I haven't read an issue since number 4, I think. So this is number 10 of No One. This wraps up the series finale. And this is such a great book. Brian Buccellato. That's his
Buccellato. What did he write? He wrote Chicken Devils. Is that right? I think he wrote Chicken Devils.
That sounds right. Yeah. And of course, Kyle Higgins, the master of the Radiant Black universe, together, along with all these other great artists and colorists and letterers, Geraldo Borges, Mark Englert, and Hassan Aswame Allahu, who is one of the most sought-after letterers in the business because he's working a lot. Yes, I want to see how this wraps up. This is also, I wonder if the podcast wraps up. It's going to be ongoing. It's had a podcast going on also. So shout out, No One. You're not reading this. If you are reading this, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not reading it, you should check it out. Local Man, number 12. This is where I would probably be dropping off of Local Man because it's up to number 12. You're like, oh, that's it. Done. Out of here. No more. Can't read anymore. Dick Tracy just down up to number 3. I thought I'd missed an issue. Okay, great. So I've only got the second issue when a beloved character is killed off in that second issue. No spoilers, but it happens. So issue number 3 from Mad Cave. Dick Tracy is one of my favorites from Mad Cave. So there you go. That's a Mad Cave book I like. See, if I got so much stuff swimming around up here that I don't remember the names off the top of my head. But if you tell me, like, you give me like a prompt, I can kind of like Biden. Just give me a prompt, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. Hello, darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. This is one of the 2 anthology books coming out next week. We are truly living in the golden age of horror anthologies. And this is another one.
Is that true? Because I feel like that's not true.
Oh, there you go, fact checker. Fact checker. Is this the golden age? Snopes. Call Snopes. All right. Well, I feel like it is because, Ice Cream Man may be responsible.
Better than the EC days?
Well, I think in the beginning I clarified and said that since the 1950s when EC first came out, this is the okay. EC was literally in the golden age. So I guess I should say the new golden age. So that might be save me from like fact checkers like my son here. All right, so yeah, Phil, I did love Local Man 2. It's another one of those books that I liked a lot, and yeah, for that reason too. But I just I just fell off because I don't know, for reasons or I can't explain.
For reasons.
As Earth, Wind, and Fire would say. Oh yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted to thank you, Space Case. The smart chat, man. I tell you, I would be lost without them. Yes, there was a SIKTC story, so you have to buy it. You gotta buy it now. You gotta buy it.
Is that true? Is that really true?
That's absolutely true. Yeah. I remember there was something about it that made me buy it. Yes.
Okay, I guess I'm buying it then.
Yeah, Image doesn't usually go over $4.99. Sometimes they be $4.99, but usually, and like the book I read last week, what was that one? Free Agents. Free Agents was like a whole lot of book. Was that Image though? I'm not sure. I think there was Image. Free Agent. Yeah, I think it must have been because it was like a 40-page book, $4.99. So does Marvel do that? Of course not. Any kind of garbage, one shot, they're going to jack it up to $6.99 or $8.99 or any like semi important Spider-Man book, they're going to get $10.
Man, I'm so glad that you guys told me about this Hello Darkness thing. I would have been pissed if I missed this.
I know, right? I know.
Now, guys, thank you so much.
You and me both there, John. We're looking forward to Hello Darkness. And the other book that's coming up too, the EC title is coming out too. Philip Bailey. Philip Bailey, baby. Oh yes. I wish I could sing like Philip Bailey, man. Man, oh man. Once again, comic marketing fails. Yes. Yes, I know, right? Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Oh my God, comic marketing. Yep. It's so sad, very sad. All right, so where we are, Hello Darkness. We're sharing the screen here. This is who does the cover here? I'm not quite sure. Pablo Rivera. It's not a bad cover, but the one that I pre-ordered was this one from our girl here. That's one of the ones that I pre-ordered from Jenny. Now this is not your typical Jenny Frison cover. But
you can still tell it's her though.
Oh, for sure. That detail, and she's doing those hands like you love so much. She's doing those hands.
She is very good. Hands are so hard, and she does great. She would be a great tattoo artist. She really would.
Oh, she may have been, at some point in her life. That's possible. A lot of artists have done that in the past.
Sledhead, don't come at me, Sledhead. Okay, I can't know everything. Damn it. Come on, man.
Well, he's not blaming you; he's blaming the industry, for not for not having enough advertising.
Yeah.
And this one here, I'm pretty sure of this one too, because I saw it and it rings a bell. Like, oh yeah, I'm ordering that one and the Jenny. So I've got these two covers coming from Hello Darkness, and who else is collaborating in here? Garth Ennis, Becky Cloonan, along with James T. Werner Deladera, Brian Azzarello, 100 Bullets, Vanessa Del Rio, I want to say, that's right where my dyslexia takes me. Vanessa Ardell, Vanessa R. Del Rey. Woo! Not Vanessa Del Rio, two very different people. John Arcudi, Ryan Sook, and more, so it says here. Yeah. So, yeah, man. This is
Ed, I missed your first comment where it said once again comment marketing. I missed that part. So
yeah. He's not coming at you. Not this time.
I was just joking. I was just joking anyway, but I did miss that.
Were you though? All right. And here's my man, Jeff DeCal. This is a FOC cover. I hope I ordered this one too. Is this the FOC? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the cover E. Okay. I don't get it, but it looks really bizarre, and I think I must have it. So I might get this Jeff DeCal cover too because I love his art. He does lots of great covers. All right.
Yeah, Jeff was one of the artists I saw at Heroes, and when I saw him, I saw him on the street, and I was like, "Hey, Jeff," and I just kept walking. I know he was like, "What?
Who the fuck is that? Do I know you?" I like the time that I was working the front desk at the gym back when I was working retail, and Scottie Pippen was there working out with some of the Bulls. Going to the bathroom and coming back. Hey, Scottie. Like, hey.
That's the way to do it, man. Just say, hey, what up to him like you know him.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it in my mind.
Yeah. Don't get all fanboy in front of him and shit like that. Yeah.
What's up, dog? All right, I'm out.
Yep. All right, here we go. Epitaphs from the Abyss. Azrael Abyss. As you remember, like from SNL, it was a character, I think. Who used to play that character? Was it Michael Myers? It was somebody else, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was Garth. Epitaphs from the Abyss.
Dana
Wow.
Carvey.
Thank you, Dana Carvey. Thank you. From the publisher that drove Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror, and Haunt of Fear, and many, many, many more into the depraved hearts of an unsuspecting world, the immortal EC Comics returns on July 24th with his first bold and bloody new series in nearly 70 years. It's in partnership with William M. Gaines William M. Gaines Agent Inc. So I guess the estate, I know. You would think. I guess the estate of William M. Gaines. Oni Press is proud to reveal the complete lineup of all killer writers. Okay. Who you got? You got Chris Condon. They got Brian Azzarello too. Brian Azzarello double dipping here. And Chris Condon with that Texas Blood, Night People, two very good books. Check those out. Find those, read those, two very good books. Jay Holtham, Night Thrasher. Shout out Beckerman, right? What else we got here? Who Knows the Handmaid's Tale? Oh, okay. And Stephanie Phillips. All right. Jorge Fornes and Phil Hester. Peter Krause.
Is it regular size or is it magazine? Do you know?
I do not know. If I had to guess, I would say it's regular size. I feel like it's regular size. It only $4.99, so it's definitely regular size. Yeah. I think it's regular size, full color. I would guess maybe, even though the EC comics were black and white, but you never know. I know these covers have been off the chain. These covers are like crazy. Yeah, all the artists. I mean, this is Andrea Sorrentino. B cover.
Oh, San Diego Comic-Con this weekend?
I think it is. I've never been. You ever been?
Yeah, that seems like too much to me. I don't think I would want to go.
I've heard it's very overpowering. It's like, it's just like, I think it's like 5 days, even more than 4, maybe just 4 days, but it's like so many people. And there's so much media there, more so than comic content too, so it's a lot to take in.
But they do have a foil exclusive of Spawn #1, SDCC 2024 foil virgin variant of Spawn 1. Kinda want it. I'm such a sucker. It's ridiculous.
I'm a cover sucker too, so I feel you. Oh my God, Jay Stevens. Oh my God, this is my guy from Dwellings. Jay Stevens. Oh God, this is an incentive. 1 for 10. I will have this. I will find this. 1 for 10s are in my wheelhouse.
I do love a 1. I do love a 1 for 10. I agree.
I'm not a 1 in 100 baller, but I'm a 1 for 10 lover. I love my 1 in 10s, man. Yep. Slightly more rare, but not super rare.
This is Something Is Killing the Children exclusive too. Damn it.
Okay. See, now he's all fired up now. Now here's a 1 in 100, Dustin Weaver. See, I think, man, I think the artwork will be on par. If there's anything, unless they're just sucking us in with these covers. But if the stories are good, I'm all about them. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. More so this one, maybe even than the one we just looked at. What the hell was that called again? Name slips my mind.
Hello Darkness.
Hello Darkness. Yeah, I could be wrong about that, but I'm hopeful for both of those. I'm hoping that both of those Epitaphs from the Abyss and the upcoming second title, Cruel Universe, which comes up in August. Yeah, it's a good time to be a horror comics fan.
Baller on a budget. That's fun. I've been saying that for years, ever since Tech on the Real World said it many, many years ago. I'm a baller on a budget. I love that line.
Who came up with that?
I don't know if he came up with it, but it was a dude on the show Real World. His name was Tech. I can't remember which season he was on. But he said
John Stout knows what I'm talking about. Anybody no other love for Vanessa Del Rio out there? Such a malaprop. You know who Vanessa Del Rio is, don't you, son?
I'm looking her up now.
Oh, don't click on anything, though.
Oh, I'm gonna click.
Don't click on any photos or any links. Chris Kattan, that's who Azrael Abyss was. Thank you, Bobby. Matt Kent story. There you go. She has many nicknames back in the day.
72 years old. Goodness.
72.
I want to see her still working. Let's go.
And she might still be working. You never know. She's most known as Aladdin from Manhattan, Vanessa Del Rio.
That's one thing I noticed. Like my judge of attractiveness is shifting the older I get, and I'm wondering, will I ever look at like a wrinkly old woman and be like, yeah, she's hot? Like, will my judge will it continue to shift that far? I don't know.
Knowing you, yes. I mean, if you're enticed, if you're enticed by the 8-legged spider woman, I have no doubt that you ain't lying. All right. You got me. All right. We're moving on down the list. All right. Okay. Now, this is one that I'm kind of excited about it. I've heard some things about the creators. I'm a person who can separate a person from their work from the person. Flash Gordon #1 from Mad. Plus it's from Mad Cave Studios. Okay, so
who are we separating? I don't know anything about this.
Okay, well, apparently, I don't know if it's just the writer and the artist. The writer Jeremy Adams and the artist Will Conrad both have some controversy around them in some sectors from comments they've made. I think Will Conrad may have worked with Comicsgate or something like that. And Jeremy Adams made some comments about incest that people didn't like. So
incest, I don't care about Comicsgate shit, but incest seems like a problem.
It does seem like a problem. Yeah, I mean, one could say.
We're against that, right? We're still against that, aren't we?
Let's say we are. Let's say we're against that. But he made some flippant comment about it, and I guess, the internet's forever, but I don't know if he was joking. He says he was joking, but...
he probably was. It's like what they tried to do to James Gunn.
It could be.
Yeah,
And as far as as far as the Comicsgate thing goes, anybody that works for Comicsgate, people need work, man.
I don't care.
Artists, and I don't care either. I mean, I don't have to agree with them. I have to buy their books, but if some artist or writer worked for Comicsgate, great, good for them. They took the money and they got the money. Okay, that's work. I don't hold it against anybody for taking work.
Something that I realized 4 years ago was that the culture wars make your world too small. If you participate in the culture wars, you cut off this part, you cut off this part, you start cutting off everything because you don't like what they support or whatever. And it's like pretty soon you're just in this echo chamber. And I don't survive in echo chambers, right? That's not built for me. So
I'm not an echo chamber guy. Hope you don't mind the copyright infringement there, Phil. Roscoe.
I think too many of us.
Puerto Rican fire hose. Oh God Almighty! I know what he's talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, too many of us try to control this world and control the opinions of others in this world, and it's just a waste of time, man. Let people be wrong. It's okay.
I know. And like I said, I can separate people from their work. Hell, I can even watch a Bill Cosby movie now, and that's saying something, I think, because
I'll never let the Cosby Show go. The Cosby Show is a very important part of my life.
I see the Cosby Show wasn't a big thing for me. I liked his stuff like at I Spy work. He did good work in that, and he had this other like variety show, the new Bill Cosby. No, not that one. The one where he played Chet Kincaid, the gym teacher. I think it was called just the plain Bill Cosby Show. Like, look that shit up.
I missed all that.
Yeah, I mean, those to me were his best things,
Bill was kind of a prick, though, and he did get kind of full of himself there.
Oh, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, watch Eddie Murphy talk about him back then.
I know.
When he talks about him in Eddie Murphy Raw.
He's a self-righteous motherfucker. Oh, y'all shouldn't be doing all that cursing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
filth, Florin, filth. Oh, and for Space Case,
I mean,
Lorenzo's cutting out, I think we're losing you, Lorenzo.
Gordon, we'll see.
Are you coming back?
We shall see.
Come back to us, Lorenzo.
It's close and
hell yeah, Space Case. Have a cake and just have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. Richard Pryor forever.
Nothing survives in a vacuum. Nothing survives.
Oh, there you go.
Marcus is spinning. I thought I'd be the one to go, but he's the one to go. All right, so while Marcus is gone. Oh, he's back. Thank God.
You're the one spinning, not me.
Really?
Or maybe it was me. Maybe it was me, actually.
You're spinning. Who was spinning, boys and girls at home? Who was spinning? Was it me? Oh, yeah. Looks like Jose says I was spinning. I guess but to me, you were spinning, so it was probably me.
It was you.
Yeah, it's probably me. Yeah, I'll still brother. Just stories. Yeah.
That's a great Sting song.
Yeah,
probably me.
Exactly. That was the line right there. Space Case. That was the line. Oh yeah. Fat Albert was also an excellent thing. So yeah, that was also good. You say to every one of us, did he? Who? Flash. Flash saved every one of us. Let's talk about Marilyn Chambers. Oh, well, if we brought up Vanessa Del Rio, we can't leave out Marilyn Chambers. You might have to go to Linda Lovelace sometime soon. I'm using auto too.
Mojo shared his run, and I'm sorry about that Nick Spencer run. I got a nice chunk of that Nick Spencer run too, and that's a run nobody wants at all.
Oh, Spider-Man?
No, I was talking about Mojo's comment. He was talking about his longest runs in his collection there.
Oh, okay. This is a man who got the receipts. Okay.
He had I like all those, but that Nick Spencer run is rough, man. Super rough.
Someday the Nick Spencer run be looked back up on as a classic. Mark my words.
Are you serious about that?
Maybe. You never know.
I don't
A
think so.
lot of shit. You know, you never know what's going to be. You know, look back on in anger.
I don't think so. When I first started reading it, I thought I would disagree with everyone because everyone hated it. I was like, I'm sure I'll like it, but no, I didn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Flash may or may not be good. Either way, I'll probably check it out because it's Mad Cave. Barbaric number 3. Man. Nemesis Rose Gallery is coming. Is this the same Nemesis? Or is it the same Nemesis that Mike Millar? Yeah. Or Mike Miller.
It's on Dark Horse. He moved it to Dark Horse, huh?
He moved it, yeah. It was from Image to Dark Horse. Maybe there's some I don't know, maybe got a better deal or something. I don't know. The Big Burn. Now this is something.
Didn't he get his own imprint or something with the Dark Horse, actually? I think I remember hearing that.
That might have been it. It's like a little bit of that get my own imprint action. I'll come over to your to your title or to your house.
I was debating this Big Burn. I don't know. Maybe. It's a maybe.
A strong maybe. Who are the creators? Only show the cover artist, which is Lee Garbett.
I like Lee from Shadecraft. The writer is the dude from Shadecraft as well, Joe Henderson.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's Joe Henderson. Okay, Joe Henderson, writer. Okay. What's the premise of this deal here?
It's an interesting one. I'm debating. I don't know. I like Shadecraft.
Okay. Like another heist kind of a deal here?
Yeah, but you're heisting Satan himself, apparently.
Oh, my goodness. How did I not see this? See, I guess this is how I've been like missing stuff. Every once in a while, something like this may fall by the wayside when you're cutting down on your pre-orders. But I'm willing to live with that, though. I'm willing to have that happen.
We gotta be right. That's how they get you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't miss it. Yeah, it'll be fine. In fact, I'll wait for somebody who's in the $2 sale, and I'll be much happier about myself. Like, ooh, I waited.
It's always upsetting when you see one on the for $1 and you paid full price for it. Like,
you're paying $8 for it. You know, like, oh my God.
Just remember, we're supporting this industry that we love.
We are. Well, who's gonna support me when I'm eating peanut butter sandwiches, though, man? Oh my goodness.
You feel me?
Oh goodness gracious! All right, so there'll be a game time decision about Big Burn. See Godzilla. You know, I'm not a big Godzilla guy. A lot of people love Godzilla. I don't love Godzilla one way or another. I mean, it's okay with me, but I'm just not a big fan.
Yeah, I've never got into that. Although Godzilla -1 was pretty good, though.
That's what everybody says. So now I've been trying to avoid spoilers, so now I can probably catch it maybe on the little screen somewhere. Self-help number 2 is coming out. Make sure to get that, or at least read number 1 and see if you like it. I did like Self-help number 1. There's a review of it right now. If you go to my channel, you'll see the review, which I am now doing standalone reviews again. So never say never. See what else you got. Thanos has got a thing here. Or Thanos, perhaps you say.
Now, Phil, I'd be surprised if a Nick Spencer Omni went like that. That would be surprising. And Phil says Distillery just canceled his pre-orders for several titles. So I wonder what that's about.
I've had that happen with a lot of books. I mean, I've asked oh, really? I had my Philadelphia books canceled for some reason. Says Marvel. Oh, okay.
Georgia.
Looking for a soul to steal. I told you once, you son of a bitch. I'm the best there's ever been.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
Better than I do. I didn't know.
Charlie Daniels, man, that's a classic. Yeah, got that golden fiddle. It's on Netflix? Really? Okay, I know I'm watching that shit now. I know I'm watching it now. You know you done messed up now. Now, Ram God.
I know. That's from Menace to Society.
It is. That's where I heard it. Okay.
You know you done
The
Ram
future's most
God.
dangerous sport. Yeah, Ram God. Okay, but it says like Ram GD. I think it's a typo, probably. Yeah. Follows Clint Bowler. A former Trouble Star athlete turns NCPD beat cop. Okay. This is the one that I missed too. Is Massive has some good stuff coming sometimes, but I don't think I think this is also one.
That premise, I was reading that premise. Let me go back.
Ram God?
I might get that was sounding kind of interesting to me for some reason. With a second shot at his dreams and a chance to find common ground with his son, Clint's future is looking bright. The looks can be deceiving in New City, and for Clint's new teammate to have a nefarious side hustle that will force Clint to sacrifice his newfound stardom. Why am I interested in that? I don't know, but I am.
Hey, to each their own, man. You know. Let me know how it turns out. All right. It looks like okay. Maybe it's like a former athlete becomes cop. Now is back into doing some kind of athletic stuff. A lot of the obligatory David Mack cover. David Mack does the cover for everything.
The world's most dangerous sport. I think that's the part that got me.
Highlight? I thought highlight was the most dangerous sport in the world. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody.
Y'all see Boom got bought out by Penguin? Or was it not Penguin?
I did hear that. I think it was Penguin, wasn't it? I think it was Penguin. I think it was Penguin, yeah.
Ross Ritchie is out.
I think it was Penguin. The Diamond exclusively, huh? Really? What does that mean, John? That means that you can only get them through you can't get them through like Tfal in my comic shop anymore or places like that?
No, Tfal orders from Diamond, don't they?
I think they do. All right, let me. I know my son's losing altitude here. He's had a long day.
I got to get up at 4 a.m. again.
Oh my God! Let me let this man go. Let me get through this thing. Move on down the list a little faster. All right, X-Men 1. There's another one. What is that? What the hell is that? Oh, San Diego Comic-Con version. Okay, yeah, San Diego Comic-Con is definitely this weekend. They got all these variants. The variants.
It has some variants showing the children variants, so I'm gonna have to go find those.
All right, folks. Let's get down to this. This is Penultimate Book here, and it is that magic time, and we get ready to talk about the Penultimate Book, so my son Marcus can go to bed and get up early in the morning and feed his children. So here we go, Penultimate Book time. And now it is time for the Penultimate Book. And this week, that book comes from Magma Comics. And it's called Greaser Gemini Blues #1. And they do have a little mini trailer here, which I'm going to share in just a heartbeat here. If I can find it. A little slow on the draw. Here we go.
Reports of a distress signal came from your zone yesterday.
Nothing we couldn't handle on our own, like usual.
So there you go. I mean, they don't tell you much about it, but it is a banging trailer here. So let's talk a little bit more about it. Buddy is a greaser living in Earth's future in the scorching Nevada desert, surviving by doing repairs on the spacecraft of the aliens that moved in decades ago, the Gemini. Buddy and his grandma live in a simple, hard-scrabble life, but in a roadside diner. In a roadside diner where he builds his dream car from scavenged parts and imagines what life would be like under the biodomes of nearby old Vegas. This quiet life is interrupted when a ruthless motorcycle gang leaves behind precious cargo in their yard. The owners want it back and will destroy anything in their way. Throw in a star-crossed love story, and you got the world of Greaser, Gemini Blues. From writers Derek Robertson, The Boys, and artist Stephen B. Jones, Batman Beyond, Greaser is the next Magma title to blow your mind. Lucky mind. All right, so what do you think about that, huh?
That's interesting. This one's sold out. Jazz.
No way.
No number ones available.
Oh, wow. That's another one I'm going to have to look for. It's a Magma comic, so it's like probably a low print run. So that's down at the bottom of this list.
Not going to be a lot of them, yeah.
Not going to be a lot. So I bet I'll be able to find one on my comic shop, though. Hopefully, I'll be able to find one in my comic shop. So, yeah, I guess I'd rather just wait, and if I miss something, just get it the week that it comes out, so I don't save $1.50 on it. But at least I don't buy a bunch of books that I just kind of go meh about later on, So I missed this one, but it looks good. Now I'll probably be able to find it somewhere.
Yeah, I also have a 30-second commute to fill. So thank God.
Me, I would still be late if I had a 30-second commute. That's just where I was. I was at several instances where I lived once I lived right across the street from my job. I kid you not. And I was late every day. I lived down the street. I got plenty of time, shit. Sorry, I got to be working 5 minutes. But yeah, Greaser, folks. Greaser is your penultimate book. Buy it, find it, check it out, live it, love it. Aloha, be there. All right, so moving on down the list to the last book. The last book we're going to take a look at tonight is what? Oh, yeah, this one. Memoirs from the 20th Century. This was very close to being a penultimate book, but I decided to go with the other deal there, the Greaser thing, which I thought it might be better. All right, the last book is from Blood Comics. A woman unsatisfied with her life takes a pill that catapults her back to 1999. As she strives to rectify her past, she will unravel a sinister plot and discover that sometimes it's hard to shake your mistakes, even with a do-over. Not quite sure what all that means, but I'm curious.
I would not want to do that.
Go back to 1999?
Would you want to go back to 1999 and lose everything you've built since then?
Why 1999? There's some obsession with the Prince song or something. I don't get that one, Yeah, there's very few times I want to go back to, I mean, if I want to go forward, I damn sure would want to go back. Unless I could come back. I could go back and buy up a bunch of Action 1s and Detective 37s, 27s, and come back to the future. I would do that. But there's very few things I want to go back for, you
didn't know Janet in 1999, did you? Or did you know her?
Nope. 1999, 1999. That's
long. The thing. If I go back to 99, I lose my wife, I lose my kids. And
yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah. Let's go back to September. Or November. Yeah. Maybe September, give you a little bit more time to stop the assassination.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's a hard fucking pass for me. A hard pass on the 60s for a black man. Thank you.
That's what is so cool about what's this book I just reviewed? I don't remember. Oh, A Vicious Circle. A Vicious Circle is this time traveler, this black time traveler, and it's like he's settled down in the fucking 1950s, and it didn't work out well for him at all. So yeah, it's a different thing.
I'm one of the uppity ones, so I would not last long.
You want them uppity Negroes? Yes, yes, sir.
I'm not built for that shit.
Oh no, man. You and me both, man. I've picked cotton before, so I ain't picking no goddamn cotton. They were picking cotton as much back in the 50s, but you know what I'm saying? It was still that mentality.
Would not have taken long for me to get hung up in a tree.
Yeah. You and me would have been leading the revolt. So it'd have been some Nat Turner shit going on.
I would have been the first to die. I'm gonna tell you that. Right
I know. Now. Christmas addicts. Yes.
Shout out to Hooked on Juno, who snuck in late. Always good to see you, man.
Juno!
You're never late. You're always right on time, brother. Good to see you.
Absolutely. The party starts when you get here, my brother. All right. Yes, that's all, folks, for this week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for everybody who watched on the replay. Be sure to check out this man who is blown up. Not blown up. He's blown up on Instagram. And he's just waiting for his Hawk Tour moment to happen here. So he's doing great. Right? But he's got...
I'm ready to Hawk Tour.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bobby.
Bobby. Bobby. Oh man, we could talk about that.
they say don't obey in advance, but I'm feeling like maybe we should obey in advance. Let's just get ready, guys. It's over.
Let's get ready. Should we just start like learning to do what dear leader tells us to do? I will do what dear leader says.
What a week! What a week in presidential politics with Trump, the assassination attempt, and surviving it, and having that epic shot of him pumping his fist with blood on his face. Epic, dude. I mean, however you feel about it, that's
only
epic.
Trump could have some shit like that happen to him. Only Trump.
Not only that, but then he comes back, and then on that following Monday, Judge Cannon drops the federal case against him.
Well, she's on the. Well, she's clearly on the payroll. She knows what time it is anyway. But that was expected. That was expected.
I'm just saying,
but to literally dodge a bullet, this motherfucker literally.
The seas have parted for this man. Biden is cooked, dog.
Who gets grazed by a bullet? That happens in the comics and in the movies, man. Nobody gets grazed by a bullet except by an idiot shooter and a lax police department that doesn't know how to fucking keep the perimeter safe. But man.
Yeah.
Anywho, all
obey
that notwithstanding,
guys. Project 2025. Obey in advance.
Oh God Almighty! You had to go there. You had to go there on the way out. All right, folks. We love you all. Stay cool. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Peace and love. Peace and love. We'll see you next week, God willing, if the creek don't rise. So, love you all. See you next time. Peace and hair grease. Good times always.
Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.